I grew up on a small family farm, a hobby farm, and I loved animals. Uh, and all kids love animals. I think I loved them a little bit more. Um, and I remember telling my dad when I was a kid that we could cram even more cows and pigs and sheep into the pens we had in the barns, and I thought that would be just the best thing ever. And I lived across the street from the Greater Vancouver Zoo, and so when I was old enough, when I was 12, I started volunteering there and eventually working there, and I loved it. I got to hang out with animals all the time. What I didn't realize then, but what's obvious now, is that my love for animals was about me. It was very childlike and immature. It was about how they made me feel when I was around them, rather than my love being about what might be best for them, taking their concerns into consideration. And so when I was 24, I went vegetarian because I thought, like a lot of people do, well, what's the harm in drinking dairy products or consuming eggs because you're not killing the animal, not realizing that, well, actually, you are killing the animal, but you're just essentially torturing them in various ways before you send them to the slaughterhouse. And then when I was 27, I watched the documentary Earthlings and went vegan immediately. And it was really easy because uh, just the motivation uh, after watching Earthlings and thinking about what the animals endure in slaughterhouses. I grew up on a farm, but I'd never been inside a slaughterhouse before. I'd never seen inside a slaughterhouse before. I had only seen, I would say, an idyllic uh, farm like the one I grew up on, which, by the way, still is not free of animal cruelty. Like, still, like, you're separating mothers from their babies, and they grieve just like humans do, and castrating animals with no painkillers, tail docking, lots of unpleasant uh, experiences that animals endure on even the least cruel farm scenarios, but conventional and modern farming and slaughterhouse practice take it to a whole new level. So after watching Earthlings and getting a glimpse into uh, the food system where uh, my food was coming from grocery stores and restaurants, I went vegan immediately because like I did not want to participate in that.